Hey there, it's Scott Harmon. I'm an occupational therapist, and my wife and I own and operate 2 clinics called Therapy for Kids. And this is the 5-Minute Therapist. So I appreciate you tuning in. These are just going to be short lessons about your child's development. All right, we're going to cover today what your child should be saying. Now, like I said, I'm an occupational therapist, but I'm going to cover what a child should be saying because that's often a question we get at Therapy for Kids. What should my child be saying at this age? So let's cover it real quick, all right? In the 5-Minute Therapist. So hopefully in less than 5 minutes. Got to check my clock. All right, first I want you to go over to therapyforkids.net and check our clinic website out. Also, like our Facebook page, it's called Therapy for Kids. I'm going to put links down below to all of this. And over at our website, therapyforkids.net, you can take a short 30-question quiz. It's like a screening for your child to see if they're on track, to see if they're developmentally on track compared to their peers. And that's a free screening over at therapyforkids.net. All right, so let's get started with what we're going to cover. First, what should your child be saying at specific ages? So between the ages of 1 to 4 months, they should be cooing. So that sounds like ooh and ah. So I have 6 kids of my own. I've been doing therapy for 20 years. I've heard a lot of kids say ooh and ah between these ages right here. So be sure that your child, if they're between those ages of 1 to 4 months, are making some sounds. All right, the next step. Ages 4 to 10 months, they should be babbling. Now there's different levels of babbling. I got this from one of our speech therapists because I don't know all this. I know it because I've experienced it with my own kids and with kids that I've treated. But to put it down on paper, I asked one of our speech therapists to put this down for me. So there's marginal babbling. At 4 to 6 months, they should be combining sounds like bah or kind of sounds like a sheep, bah. But that's between 4 to 6 ages, 4 to 6 months of age. The next one of babbling is canonical babbling. So that's between the ages of 6 to 10 months. So that's why we say 4 to 10 months. Canonical babbling is a variety of sounds and a variety of sound combinations. Reduplicated babbling between the ages of 6 and 10 months. These are repeated. This is when a child repeats the same syllable over and over, and you've probably heard this. Ma, ba, 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 da, 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 da. So that is reduplicated babbling. Non-reduplicated babbling also happens between the ages of 6 and 10 months, and that's when they combine different sounds and syllables such as ba-da-ga, ba-da-ga. So they're combining different syllables and different sounds in non-reduplicated babbling. So that's between the ages of 4 to 10 months. Now, the next step is jargon, and this is ages 9 to 12 months. Look, I spelled months wrong. Let's fix that real quick. That's going to bother me. 9 to 12 months. HS. That's so much better. All right. So between 9 to 12 months, sounds begin to resemble adult-like speech. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean they're actually going to say real words, but it sounds more like adult speech. All right, between the ages of 1 to 2 years, under this is still jargon that we're talking about, your child's going to begin to replace jargon with real words, real phrases, and sentences. Then we're going to step up to 2 years. So by the age of 2 years, your child should be able to say 50 words. That's quite a few words. Does your child by the age of 2 able to express in a vocabulary way at least 50 words? You might test your child with this and start writing those words down. Does it add up to 50? The age of 2 is kind of a magical number for speech to be able to determine, is your child up to speed with their peers? And you can tell that real easily. Are they able to expressively say 50 words? Now, it might not be exactly articulated properly, but you can understand at least 50 words that your child is trying to say. Also, by the age of 2, your child should begin to combine words into short sentences, like want juice. That's a short sentences. 2, and then they'll increase to 3-word sentences. All right, so by the ages 2 to 3, your child should be using words to do the following: getting attention. Hey, look at me. I mean, they might not be saying exactly like that, but they want to get your attention. Requesting items, labeling. So reading books is great for this because you can demonstrate to them how to label. I mean, you're just pointing out pictures in the book. Boy, dog, car, that's labeling. And they can also, your 2 to 3 year old should be able to answer simple questions. That's the ages of 2 to 3. Also, ages 2 to 3, your child should be learning at least 2 new words each week. That's each week, 2 new words. Ages 2 to 3, they should be using words more than gestures. More words than gestures. It's what I like to refer to as point and grunt. We don't want point and grunt. We want more words than gestures. It's not if they want something to drink. It's drink, please. So they should have more words than gestures between the ages of 2 to 3. All right, some common questions about sounds, articulation sounds. So a lot of times the R sound comes up. One of my daughters was not able to say the R sound in words for quite a while. And that typically they're able to do that by the age of 7. So if your child is over the age of 7, they're having a hard time making their R sounds within words, then they might need some articulation speech therapy. I don't have all these listed out because it was a little big, but other common sounds by the age of 3, they should be able to say the P, M, H, W, B as in boy, D as in dog, T, F, K, and G. That's by the age of 3. They should be able to say those sounds pretty well. By the age of 4, they should be able to say the sounds Y and NG. So like an ing ending, like thinking, driving, they should have that ing sound. By the age 5 to 6, they should have the J, the sh, the V, the ch, the th, the S, the Z, and the L sound. And like I said, the R sound is around age 7. So we're getting close to 5 minutes. We might be pushing over 5 minutes, and this is the 5-minute therapist. So I know you have some great ideas on this or some questions. Put it down below here. If you have any tips that you'd like to share, definitely put them down in the comment box below. If you have any questions for a future episode of the 5-Minute Therapist, put it down below. Be sure to like the Therapy for Kids Facebook page. And I want to say that don't just teach your kids. I want you to show your kids how you want them to learn and how you want them to act. And so remember, skills and behaviors, good or bad skills or behaviors, are caught better than they're taught. So in other words, you as a parent, as a caregiver, should be demonstrating the good skills, the good behaviors that you want your child to demonstrate. If you're demonstrating bad behaviors or bad skills, they're going to pick up on that really quick. They actually catch on and pick up on the bad stuff faster than the good stuff because the bad stuff is emotionally charged. So also be careful what your child's watching on TV, on television, and movies. A lot of stuff that they're passing off for child entertainment is not fit for children. So be careful. If you don't want your child to act like that person or that character in a show, don't let them watch it because they're going to catch on. All right, that's it for the 5-Minute Therapist. I think we pushed it over 5 minutes. Thanks for watching and see you next time.